Welcome to the Whisky Couch with South Africa's whisky couple, myself, Gustav, and
Elna, and you are watching Whisky Tasting and Food Pairing Review number 193.
We always say that here at the Whisky Couch, this is the place where whisky and food come together in, what shall we say today, Elna? Delicious, mouth-watering, adventurous harmony. That's it. Here in South Africa, in Pretoria. And like Elna said, number 193, and it is also the third whiskey in this fifth bracket. We're doing 5 brackets of 5 12-year-old single malts each, and this is bracket number 5, whiskey number 3. At the end of this bracket, we're going to reveal which one is our favorite. We're also going to do a blind tasting. And at the end of all 5 brackets, we will determine which out of the 5 winners is our favorite. Maybe we'll do another blind tasting to see which one is the overall winner. In the previous bracket, we got it spot on.
It's always exciting, but yeah, you never know.
Yes, in the bracket before that, we got it
totally wrong.
all wrong.
Totally
in the blind
wrong,
tasting.
yeah.
So the third whiskey in this bracket, Cardhu 12-year-old single malt from the Cardhu Distillery. It was founded in 1824, not 19.
No, not 19. It was founded in 1824. Yeah.
This is our map, Scotland map, Lowlands, Highlands, Orkney Islands right there, and then the very well-known Speyside, blown up area right there, and the Cardhu is in there in the Speyside region.
It is also our third whiskey in this bracket from the Speyside.
You are right. Aberlour and Balvenie and Cardhu from, but the next two, the Glenmorangie Quantaruban and Glenmorangie Nectar d'Or, is from the Northern Highlands of Scotland. But this particular one, 12-year-old from Cardhu Distillery. Look at that beautiful bottle.
And it's got an ABV of 43%.
Owned by Diageo, spirit and whiskey giant Diageo, who also owns the Johnnie Walker brand. And if I'm not mistaken, more than 30 other distilleries. Cardhu is in a certain sense the spiritual home of Johnnie Walker.
Yeah, Cardhu is also being used in quite a lot of Johnnie Walker blends.
Yes, yes. And Spain is the biggest market for this particular Cardhu expression. 12-year-old, 43%, and no information about chill filtration or whether colouring is added. So this sort of sunset gold.
It's a beautiful colour.
Beautiful colour, but it's probably because of the colouring, which is always a pity because one would love to actually see the real colour.
Yeah.
So maybe there's some legs forming, matured in oak casks. So no specific information about which kind of casks. Shall we try on the nose? Light nose.
I'll say sweet with floral.
And
I get floral.
Fruity, also fruity for me, and I'm getting a malty aroma.
I get apples from the fruit side.
Pears,
apples.
nuts and vanilla.
Yeah, but honey.
If I think of the maltiness and the honey, then my conclusion is almost like honeyed cereal.
Okay.
On the palate, Slange.
Slange.
Slange in Scotland, cheers in America, Prost in Germany, gezondheid in South Africa, and Skål in Norway and Sweden.
Okay, good for you. Good for you.
Here we go, gezondheid.
I pick up a slightly smokiness.
And it is because of the inside of the casks that are toasted or charred where this wood smokiness comes from. So it's not the peatiness from...
No, but it's very
whiskey.
light. I think I pick it up because I'm very sensitive for the smokiness in whiskey. But I like it.
It's a smooth...
It's smooth.
It's a smooth dram, this one.
And it's sweet, still sweet with the honey.
Fruitiness. On the nose I got some pears, but on the palate I get apricots. And there's a citrus peel from probably bourbon casks. Even though it's not specified, I would say ex-bourbon casks. Citrus peel. The maltiness on the nose. As I sit here, I can feel on the palate the maltiness from the nose, also on the palate. The vanilla, the nuttiness.
I get the caramel. I'm not picking up the strong fruitiness that you just explained. It's more caramel, honey, sweet for me on the palate.
And then right at the end, there's a little bit of a peppery note.
Wow. But very light. It's there, but lightly.
It's not bothering at all. Medium long finish, I would say. Maltiness in the finish for me.
And still the light smoky.
And the pepperiness.
Smoky notes.
So time for a few drops of water. 43%. Same as the previous two whiskies in this bracket. So you will see immediately if you add the water. If it was not chill filtered, then of course the whiskey will turn a bit cloudy. But you will see this one remains crystal clear, and you can see the oil separating there because of the water. After a few drops of water, usually it opens up a bit.
I get lots of vanilla and honey. Vanilla and honey is on the nose stronger now than previously without the water.
I'm getting fruit candy. Fruit candy, and there's something there that I'm picking up on the nose that I cannot put a word to. But fruit candy on the palate.
Sweet.
Still smooth.
And sweet. And
but very light.
Very light.
After a few drops of water,
very
much lighter.
And I don't pick up the light smoky notes anymore.
Oh, so the water made that disappear.
Yeah.
So my summary for this whiskey would be smooth, sweet malt to start with fruity, honey and caramel notes. That would be my summary. 400 to 450 rand, 500 rand in South Africa, 35 pounds in the UK. And pairing this whiskey, still sticking to the crepe theme, we thought of going with a... What is this again?
Cheesecake.
A cheesecake, but with a caramel sauce. So that is what it looks like. Cheesecake with caramel sauce. That is our filling for this crepe pocket. And you can get the first bite. I will follow suit, and then we're going to see how cheesecake, the smoothness of the cheesecake and the caramel sauce, the maltiness will connect with the crepe, the smoothness will connect with the cheesecake. You see, you need a light snack for this dram because it's quite a light and smooth.
Yeah.
But you need that bit of caramel. I hope that the caramel sauce will not be overpowering. So let's try.
Let's try.
What a delicious...
I would say this really goes very well together.
It
connects.
It just gels. It just blends in. It does not enhance particularly anything. Maybe a bit of the maltiness I'm just wondering if I can get hold of a bit of cheesecake without the caramel sauce. I want to see.
Try it out.
Yes, I want to see what happens. Oh no, you need the caramel sauce.
You need the caramel sauce.
The caramel sauce it just gets it to like gears that just slot into each other. So this is a good pairing for me. Contrary to the previous two whiskies in this bracket, which I think I rated around for the pairing itself, I said about 3.5 out of 5. But this one, definitely a 4+ in terms of the pairing.
In terms of the pairing, I'll give it a 9.
Yes, a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the pairing is really, really good
very, very nice
with this whiskey.
So quite a pleasant, light, easy drinking single malt from the Speyside region. How exciting is this? Looking forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be the Glenmorangie Nectar d'Or, and that'll be the 4th one in this bracket. Until then,
Slàinte.
Slàinte.
Slàinte.